Hi, hello, my name's Alexis, and today we are doing a playtime with the Kat Von D MetalMatte palette. MetalMatte. So, I created this look right here, which I used the green shades in the palette, but somehow it turned out blue. So I don't know how that happened, but if you want to see my playtime with this palette, how I created this look, how I feel about the shadows and stuff like that, then keep on watching. So I've already decided I'm going to use these like green shades, so moss and Watt and maybe a little bit of Ignite, which is kind of like more of like a bluey green, but that's kind of what I'm going for, is these greens here. So I'm gonna start off, there's not really a good transition color in here. Suede I think might be too light for me as a transition shade, and Ochre is definitely too dark, so I'm just gonna go straight in with a little bit of moss. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit because I'm sure these are pigmented. And I'm just going to put this in and above my crease. Yep, pretty pigmented. And I only picked up a little bit. So I'm just going to build it up to get it as intense and as green and as pigmented as I want it to. Okay, so that's on. I look funny with just a green crease, but that's on. So I'm gonna move on to, I'm gonna use Ignite, which is that like more bluey, whoops, if I could show it to you, that more bluey green. It looks like extra blue on camera, I think, but it definitely has like a little bit of green to it. I don't know, I don't really know how to describe this shade, but I'm gonna put that on my lid, but more on the inner half, not all over the lid, just like the inner half of my lid. So right there. And I'm using the, oh sorry, just right here, I'm sorry. And I'm using these dry because I want to see like what I can get out of them while they're dry. I think it looks nice. I really like that. So right on this first half. Just like that. Next, I'm going to take the same brush. I just wiped it off. I was going to take a different brush, but I think I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm going to take... What? What? I can't say it. I can't say it without saying it stupidly. I'm going to take that green shimmery shade and put it on the outside. Come on, that's not a word you can say like normally. You know what I mean? Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Alright, so I don't think I have to tell you that I really liked that shade. Definitely did not have to tell you that. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Look, it's beautiful. I'm in love with it. So I'm just kind of blending it over onto the Ignite shade. Just like that. So that it doesn't look like one ends and one begins. Just like that. So I'm just going to take a blending brush and kind of just blend all of these edges so that everything's nice and smooth. Yes. So there's that. So I was just going to put Moss, that green, this green shade, on my lower lash line, but I feel like I kind of lost it in the crease, so I don't want to do that now. So I think I'm just going to take, I'm going to take that same shade that I just used, Watt, and put it on my lower lash line. So I'm just going to take my 219 put it right on my lower lash line. Making sure I connect it right here so there isn't some like weird gap. And a little bit of a blend. So there is that. I'm liking these colors on me. Next, to highlight, there's so much shimmer going on. I don't want to use a matte shade because I feel like it's not gonna work. So I am gonna take Tinsel. This is the one shade, if I remember correctly. Tinsel is the one shade in this palette that is not vegan. So keep that in mind if you wanted to recreate this look and you are all vegan and you refuse to use Tinsel. Tinsel is what I'm using, and I believe that's the vegan shade. You could use Glitz, which has more of like a peachiness to it, if you wanted to, because I believe that one is also vegan. Just a alternative for you if you are vegan, you have this palette, you don't want to use Tinsel. So there's that for you. So I'm gonna take some Tinsel and I'm gonna put it on my brow bone. This one's like glittery. This is not, I don't think, the right brush to use for this kind of product, but that's okay. And right in the inner corner. I have like glitter all over my face now. So I'm just taking my powder brush that I used earlier and just trying to dust away this glitter. I just have glitter on me now, that's fine. Tinsel is a really pretty shade. That's a shade I would definitely suggest using wet so that you don't get glitter everywhere. It kind of reminds me of the texture of the gold shade in the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. Why can't I remember the name of the shade? You know what I'm talking about, the gold one, where I didn't like it because it was kind of like crumbly. This one kind of reminds me of that. It sticks together much better than that one does, but it still has that kind of crumbliness to it. So I would definitely suggest using that one wet. But as you can see, I got plenty of sparkle and shine and pigment out of it using it dry. So there is that. Moving on, I'm gonna line my waterline and my tight line with a black liner. Final step for the eyes, I'm gonna curl my lashes and apply some mascara. And here are the eyes done. They are sparkly, they're colorful, they make my eye colors stand out, I think. Hey, how are you? I loved the shadows in this. They felt fantastic. They went on great. These are fantastic. The one thing I will say though is because the palette is so big, it's also very heavy, so holding this with one hand and then doing something else with my other hand, it got very heavy very quickly in my hand. My hand kind of hurts now from holding the palette. So there's something to keep in mind. You might want to have an extra mirror with you so you don't have to keep holding this one because it's very heavy and it's just gonna get even heavier the longer you hold it for. I did not think that through, but now I can tell you so that you don't make the same mistake that I did. But since that's done, I'm gonna finish off my face real quick. And finishing off with the lip, I'm gonna do like a peachy nude lip, I guess, because I can't do anything with these eyes other than nude. I have to go to work. Can't do anything too crazy. I mean, I could, but I'm not quite comfortable with that yet. So I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier lip liner in... what shade are you? I forgot. Naked. And I'm gonna fill and line my lips in with this. No lipstick today, just a liner. Take my tiny mirror so that I don't pick up that palette again. Don't do that. Just don't. So there's that. And because my lips are kind of extra dry and I want shininess on my lips as well as my eyes, I just want everything to go together. I'm going to use they're called lip lacquers. High Shine, oh no. Yeah, lip lacquers. It's a lip gloss from Marc Jacobs. This one is in Pretty Thing. One of the few glosses I actually like. And there we go. That's my finished look. I like this lip color with this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All the links to all my social media will be down in the description, so check me out there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again soon.